This video will serve as a summary of the part of the activity you just completed and also an introduction to the final part of the activity, dealing with projectile motion. So at the end of the last activity, you should have ended with this Desmos window, showing for the equation negative 5x squared plus 10x plus 50. And everything we've done so far is negative 5. And if you're curious as to why, that's a grade 11 physics question. So if you signed up for grade 11 physics, you will learn why this is always negative 5 when you throw things off buildings. But basically, it has to deal with it being related to gravity in a certain way. So now we're going to move to the last part of the activity where we're going to get rid of these sliders and we're going to just enter an equation from scratch. So I've switched the scenario. I've switched it to a drone is flown from the top of the building into the air. Same questions, starting height, height at 5 seconds, the maximum height and the time of the maximum height, and when the drone will hit the ground. And I also have added an x-axis label, time in seconds, and a y-axis label, height in meters. The equation we're going to use is this equation. See, the a value is no longer negative 5, it's negative 2. This drone is going to have a controlled flight path, not just be randomly thrown into the air. Still, we'll make a parabola, as you will see. So to start, I'm going to type this equation into step 1 over here. And that gives us the path, but we don't have the actual drone appearing yet. To make the drone appear, we need to type in the a, b, and c values. A being negative 2, b being 16, and c being 18. And there's our drone, which we can click and drag. So the first question is, what is the starting height? Which we now know means the y-intercept. And I can see that in this case, the starting height of the drone was 18 meters, meaning the building is 18 meters tall. The height at 5 seconds, we now know that's when the time is 5. So we can fly the drone along the path, eventually arriving at 5 seconds and 48 meters, meaning the height at 5 seconds is 48 meters. The maximum height and the time of the maximum height is the vertex. So from this we can see that the maximum height is 50 meters and the maximum height occurs at 4 seconds. The final question, when the drone hits the ground or hopefully lands on the ground, we know is 0. So that's over here at 9 seconds. So hopefully this will help you complete the final part of the activity. After you do the final part, you can move on to the formal lesson on projectile motion.